Wow. Just wow. So Lindsey Graham was at some Republican gathering. I don't know if it was a debate or whatever, back on the 3rd or some other date earlier this month. And he was answering questions or posing reasons as to why he should be the eventual nominee next year. And while he's talking and speaking in his voice that's just so wonderful, he starts talking about what he dubs Clinton speak, which I guess is a shot at both Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. I know what he said next was, but he starts giving examples of what he's talking about. And he goes, when Bill Clinton says, I did not have sex with that woman, that means he did. And I'm over here thinking, really? Really? You know, what a low blow. What a low blow. Because, first of all, you're making that statement, that little attribution to him, which he did say that, but even then, you're making this statement to a man who's not even running for president. His wife is running. His wife is running, and you're going to make that point? You're going to use that particular line? And not even that, but you're going to attack a guy on his personal life. That had nothing to do with his job. And they figured that out back in the 90s. In fact, that's really, when he said that, I thought we were in the 90s again. I couldn't tell if this was the presidential election of 2016 or the presidential election of 1996 or 2000, the first one after the affair was found out and Clinton was running for a 3rd term or something. Because there's no reason for you to bring that up out of nowhere. I mean, what a low blow. You know, and then this guy, Graham, 60-year-old man. You know, I don't like doing this, attacking people on their personal lives. But, you know, the fact of the matter is he's not married. He has no kids. He said it himself during the debate. That's why I don't feel too bad about bringing it up. So I guess when I say that, I'm trying to say that you don't have, at least known to the general public, your personal relationships with, be it a spouse, significant other. Why would you take a man who you apparently, don't like or affiliated with another party, whatever? You want to attack their policies, that's fine. If you want to attack their opinions on issues, that's fine. But how are you going to sit over here and say, well, I don't know if the Clintons are trustworthy because, President Clinton, his wife, he wasn't with his wife. He got with this other woman. What does that have to do with anything? I mean, it's so amazing to me just how low of a blow you can. First of all, the guy, Graham, isn't even in the top 10 out of the 17 of these people. He'll probably be the 2nd or 3rd person to drop out, maybe even the 1st, because he's not getting anywhere. And that's why he's taking little cheap blows like this. And I can't even feel sympathetic for him because this was before his debate. And he knew that he was not doing good. He's known he wasn't doing it good since he announced, 2 months ago that he was running? A month and a half ago? Whatever. But just what a low blow. And not even to mention the fact that he himself is from a southern state, which, again, no disrespect to the states, but when you are competing from somewhere like that, you're going to probably get the attraction of, he's in South Carolina, so maybe Alabama and Georgia and Tennessee, maybe Texas, again, in the general election. But no way in hell California, no way in hell New York. Not even just because they're blue states. They're blue states. You cannot turn red if you're from South Carolina. There's almost no chance of it. And that's not because of your location. It actually is because of your location. You're not moderate. Nobody sees you as being balanced. I mean, you got Kasich, who is from Ohio. I can realistically see him getting the nomination and actually having a shot at winning because Ohio is a big, huge state for Republicans. Now, if he can turn over California, New York, he's got, he has it in his hands, just in the bag. And swing states aren't even a question. Heck, even Rand Paul, he's from a southern state too. I'd rather him over Graham. And that's mainly because he made a name for himself. And again, this all goes to why Graham is so desperate that he'll go and attack somebody's personal life, but he won't work on establishing himself as a politician that is worthy of this high office. And I guess that's why I'm so bothered by the idea that someone is this far in the back. They go, oh, well, what can I do to raise my numbers? Oh, I know, I'll attack the person everybody else is attacking. That'll make me look so different and I'll go up. No! I mean, it's the dumbest thing. Why is he even running? Why? You have 16 other people. Why are you running? Like that's my question to his whole campaign. You know, I could honestly, he's talking about the world. He believes the world is falling apart. No, it's not. I mean, yeah, there are parts of it that need to be fixed, but not to where, oh man, this World War III, and then we're all gonna go and just collapse. Get out of here with that nonsense. But yeah, that statement, just wow. You know, and really, it just bugs me on all those levels because it's outdated. You know, that's from the 90s. Let's keep it in the 90s. President Clinton's presidency will always have that on it. There's just no way of erasing it. That's like his Watergate at this point. Except definitely nowhere near as severe as, Nixon's little tirade or whatever, escapade. It's outdated. That's the first part. Second, it's not even the right person. This is Hillary Clinton's campaign. This isn't Bill Clinton saying, well, I'm going to run for president again and get my third term. No, it's none of that. So what does that have to do with anything? So it's outdated. It's the wrong person. It's a very cheap shot because this is a woman who got cheated on. She wasn't the one having the affair. And regardless of when you say, oh, well, she allowed her man to get with another woman and that's bad. Whatever. She still wasn't the one who did it. So why use it to attack her? Because she's married to Bill Clinton? I mean, it's so just on so many levels, it fails. It fails. And that's why he's going to fail in these primaries because he's over here taking cheap shots. Give me some substance. Give me something to where I can honestly believe you're a viable candidate. Tell me what you're going to do about our support of Israel or just same-sex marriage or maybe, Obamacare, if you're going to repeal it or not. Just that's, even though I don't agree with repealing that or I agree with same-sex marriage, but that's a whole nother video. Legalizing it, that is, because marriage is between two people that love each other, in my opinion, regardless of gender. You are still not giving anything of substance. You're talking about two people out of thousands in America, billions, millions, whatever. So those two people are going to be the ones that everybody cares about, nobody else, like themselves. Tell me about how you're going to get me a job. Tell me about how you're going to make college more affordable. We got affordable healthcare. Let's get some affordable college. President Obama already said he was going to do it. So what I'm trying to say is that this is so cheap, this is so low, and it does nothing to help this man's campaign. It does nothing to convince me, oh yeah, I gotta vote for Lindsey Graham. Oh yeah. Oh, he's so cool. He's so great. Oh man, he's terrific. He's wonderful. He's ahead of all the other candidates. No, it doesn't make me do that. It makes me just say, okay, well, I know I can't vote for him. I know I won't vote for him because he's over here worried about a past president who will never get in office again. He's done. He's term limited. It's over for him. He's fine. He can live his life. And his wife, who has qualifications as Secretary of State and Senator of New York that I think are enough for me to believe somebody is experienced for this office. Somebody be experienced for this office, even if they're just a senator. Just as Cruz and Rubio and Paul and even Santorum at an earlier date are all running for that. So again, he's done nothing to convince me that he has any qualifications. He's a senator. I don't care. He's a senator too. I don't care. I don't care. He's made me even more convinced that he's not qualified for this office because if you're going to sit in the past, in the 1990s, where that Clinton Lewinsky thing was still a big issue and people were really worried about it, then go and get a time machine and go back to the 1990s and complain about that. We're in the 2010s, so worry about the issues of today rather than the past. And that's, in the end of the day, that's really why most of these Republican candidates are going to fail, except for maybe Kasich, because they live in the past with these social issues. I'm looking for somebody of the future, and we got enough of them on the Democratic side.